Most of us learn the heartbreaking story of Emmet Till, a 14-year-old black child who was beaten to death by white men for the imagined crime of whistling at a white woman. Emmet was from Chicago, and in the summer of 1955, he was visiting relatives in Mississippi when the alleged incident occurred. We all learned that the white men who murdered him were acquitted of all charges by a jury of white men. But we're taught very little about the woman who, in spite of her suffering, chose the road of courage and fearlessness in the face of such hatred. Emmet's mother, Mamie Till Mobley. Emmet had been missing for 3 days when his beaten and bloated body was recovered from the Tallahatchie River. Local officials tried to quickly dispose of his body in a wooden casket that was sealed shut in order to prevent the public from seeing what those men had done to this child. But Mamie was having none of that and went to court to have her son's remains returned to Chicago. Mamie demanded that the casket be opened and viewed by the public because she said, "I want the world to see what they did to my boy." More than 100,000 people saw Emmet's battered body in that casket, which history has noted was at that time the largest civil rights demonstration in American history. Mamie spent her remaining days advocating for children and racial justice. She used her heartbreak as fuel to foster change in a system that was built to keep her quiet and obedient. Though she never got the justice she wanted for her son, she didn't let the hateful acts committed against him poison her. "I have not spent 1 minute hating," she's quoted as saying. Mamie is a wonderful example of how we can use righteous anger as fuel to foster our own courage in staring down a system designed to keep us afraid and compliant. Mamie Till Mobley died on January 6, 2003. She was 81 years old.